is for the field general, Troy Young. Has the Hawks set in an I, one wide out. Young, along, and he'll pitch it to the deep back, coming around on the near side. Has some running room, and it takes a couple of guys to down to about the 34-yard line. So again, Hawks setting an I. Young up under center, takes the snap. He will give it to the up back in the I this time, and that home games will start throughout the season at 6 o'clock, but got underway a little early here tonight. Young with the Hawks set in an I, takes the snap, drops straight back to throw, a screen pass over the off on the near side. An onside kick to start things off from the Lake Area Screaming Eagles. Hawks from the same set, straight I. Young gives it to Tureen. Tureen gonna pound it right up the middle. 23-yard line. Young directing traffic, sets his team down. Ryan Block, the wide out on the near side for the T-Hawks. Young with a snap, goes over on the short side, looks, and is going to keep it himself. Has a hole off left tackle and pushes the ball down to the Eagle. Team mascot introduced tonight, Rock, the Thunderhawk, down along the sidelines, and there's a inflatable castle for the kids to jump around in. So a family atmosphere down here at Williams Stadium for Menominee Thunderhawks football. This is the second game of the season. The Hawks were defeated last week by the Chippewa Valley Predators. The Predators are going to come in here for the July home game of the team, July 3rd, right before Freedom Fest. Young up under center now with two wideouts and one back. Young rolls to the right, looks for a pitch, backpedals, and then runs through a hole over on off right tackle. They're going for it. One wideout. That is Block. Young up under center. His running back set an I. Long count. Young pitches the ball back over to Tureen. Tureen up the middle, down to the 10. Tureen tucks his head and is brought down at the 7-yard line. So the Thunderhawks looking at first and goal. The Menominee Thunderhawks. First and goal at the 7. Young up under center. Backs at an I. Young takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking for the end zone, and ends up getting pushed out of bounds. Young doing a good huddle. Block split out to the near side again. Young up under center, and he hands it off to Willits. Willits gets it again halfway in the drive. Third down and 2 yards to go. Third and goal at the 2. Young hands it off to Willits on the delay, and the goal at the 2-yard line. Now the Hawks really spread out. One back, that's Willits, behind Young, with a pair of wideouts on each side, flags fly. This will be a point after attempt. Spotted on the 15, a 25-yard attempt. Nick Nelson, the kicker for the Thunderhawks, gets good placement, and the kick goes low and off to the left. So the storage, wellness rocks from Red Cedar Medical Center and the Jackie Hunt Agency of State Farm Insurance. So ball spotted on the 20-yard line, and the Screaming Eagles looking to go the other way. And right away to the shotgun is Jason McCluskey. McCluskey fires it on the near side to James Singer, and Singer catches it on the near side at the 27. Same set as Jason McCluskey, the quarterback, is in the shotgun. Josh Derby, the running back, on the right beside him. Now rolling to his right, looking to throw, and it is knocked away, and the teammates over on the side. Eagles break the huddle. Now Josh Derby comes out to the near side, and Terrell Flanagan moves in there, and a quick snap, and it was tossed over toward Bert Smith on the far sidelines, and who is the owner and head coach and also the commissioner of the Northern Power Football League. He's played on 6 different teams and has been in the league a long time. And the punt snap went low, and it's scooped up by the Thunderhawks, Dan Beath, and he is stopped just short. They're going to say that he went down at the 1-yard line. To punch it in from the 1. Young, from the shotgun, has Willits to his right. Wide receivers and slots each side. Young, quick hitter, takes the snap, dives in, touchdown Thunderhawks. Made by Nick Nelson once again. A little closer in this time, 7:59 to go in the first. Ball set down, kick is up. And that one also went to the left. So with 7:59 to go in the first, ending up with a 1-yard touchdown run on the keeper by quarterback Troy Young on the blocked punt attempt. Ball is taken at the 18-yard line on the kickoff. Bringing it up the field is Terrell Flanagan for the Eagles, and he'll take it over to the far side. Your Design and Marketplace Foods bring you Thunderhawks football tonight, as well as they are sponsors for the team. A lot of great information for the team online at MenomineyThunderhawks.com. And going in the shotgun is McCluskey, and he is picked off. The ball is his pass is intercepted over on the far sidelines by Taylor Tureen. And then and won 41-0 in the earlier opening, and now it is being dominated by the home team here. 7:38 to go, and Troy Young back on the field. Drops back to throw, throws a screen pass out on the far side, finds Brad Willits. Willits with a third effort now, and they finally knock him out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And Village Cleaners, sponsors of the Thunderhawks. 2nd down and 7. Ball is on the Eagles' 27-yard line. Quarterback Troy Young from the shotgun. One back off to his right. Pairs on each side. Young with time to look around. Floats it down in the center. Into the end zone. Touchdown Thunderhawks. What a throw. Young took his time and was not phased at all. With the kick going wide left, the T-Hawks are going to take a crack at a 2-point conversion here. Young is up under center. Pair of wideouts on each side. And he hands it to Willits, and Willits is stopped. Off Nick Nelson to kick off for the Thunderhawks. The Menominee Thunderhawks leading 12-0. End over end short kick is taken at the 28-yard line. And coming out with it quickly, the Hawks having a little trouble getting the Thunderhawks website at MenomineyThunderhawks.com. Go out to the contact section, ask your question there, and we'll take some time each week to answer those for you, or get the player that can answer them for you. And the handoff goes to Taylor Tureen, or check that's Kyler Wegner, at the wrong section of the Menominee Thunderhawks website, MenomineyThunderhawks.com. You can also go out and find the Thunderhawks on Facebook. 2nd and 10, as Mack from the shotgun immediately hands it off to Josh Derby, and the ball is loose at midfield at about the 48-yard line. The Thunderhawks think that they have it, but the officials are going to say nope. The intercepting a McCluskey pass that helped set up their second touchdown, and a blocked punt set up the first. Quick snap from the shotgun, rolling right, McCluskey. McCluskey, lots of time, looking on the right side, fires it way upfield, and he was hoping to find James Singer, and threw it just a feed. 12-0. You can hear all Menominee Thunderhawks home games right here on WMEQ, and hopefully by next week we'll have things up and going on iFan as well. Jay Fall here from Don and Nona Williams Stadium. And a quick punt from behind the line of scrimmage, and it is fielded by the Thunderhawks' James Wahlberg, and Wahlberg grabbed it at the 20 and got up to about the 24. Hawks break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage. Actually, Young now set back off the line a little bit.
Young's out.
In a T set.
Young's out. There's other quarterbacks in number 15.
Actually, in at quarterback is Zach Jacobson. Long time getting things set up here.
It's much easier to play the game with a ball.
Oh, there we go. They needed a football. That was an important part missing. 5:46 to go in the first. As you might have heard in the background, yes, that's an important thing to have.
Zach Jacobson now.
We're ready. Zach Jacobson. Now in at quarterback. Backs right next to him on either side. And he will give that. And the Stout Ale House will mention others as we go through tonight's game here. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first. As Jacobson hands the ball off immediately, trying to cut back upfield on the right side. And Willits again. And this time, all 5 Saturday nights in May, the Thunderhawks have home games next week. The Minnesota Northern Terror will be in 6 o'clock for the kickoff time. Jacobson takes the pass, and he looking around to the left side and ran out of time to punt Nick Nelson, who also does the place kicking for the Thunderhawks. He's standing back at about the 4-yard line. 3:44 game, and we'll run down those for you at our next opportunity. 5:45 pregame, the kickoff, 6 o'clock for the home games. Now one of the wideouts going in motion, and on the keeper coming out of the backfield is Nick Nelson.
Nelson kept it himself.
And Nelson, second, the Central Minnesota Rhinos are here in town, and then the Minnesota Sting, a league game on the 29th. All start at 6 p.m., and we'll have these the games on the air starting at 5:45 with a pregame show. Jason McCluskey, the quarterback, hands the ball off, and from bringing it closer. Jason McCluskey in at quarterback. Steps back to the up back in his I formation, and then McCluskey. Okay. I may start ahead of you. McCluskey up under center. Hands the ball off to one of his running backs, and he goes off right tackle. And gets it inside. 95, Casey Gibson, who's actually listed on their roster as a defensive lineman. He's a 6'3", 310-pounder from Moorhead. 3rd and goal as McCluskey hands the ball off this time to Wegner. And Wegner stopped short. He was 5 left to go in the first. McCluskey up under center. McCluskey hands the ball off again to Casey, and this time Casey is Ed Perot. I think he came in as the holder. The point after attempt will be made by Josh Derby, I believe. And the kick is up, and that one is good. Welcome back to Williams Stadium. Ball teed up on the 30. Ready for the kickoff. And a low kick will bounce once and be picked up at the 31-yard line and brought upfield by the Thunderhawks.
Peterson on the return.
Thanks to Broadway Bowl, ConAgra Foods, Bill's Distributing, and Clearwater Chiropractic, sponsoring the Thunderhawks as well as tonight's broadcast. And the snap goes to Zach Jacobson. Jacobson's going to keep it himself. Zach Jacobson is now in a quarterback. He is back at about the 42 in the shotgun. Pairs on each side. Hands the ball off to Brad Willits. Willits sweeping around the left side, gets very close to the first down marker, but there's now second down and 14 to go. Jacobson again from the shotgun, back at the 30. He'll make the pitch back to Willits. Willits comes out to the near side, makes a cut out to midfield, and he was grabbed somewhere he shouldn't have been. Hassle for the kids to jump around in, concessions, a lot of fun. And we'll run down the rest of the schedule for you a couple of times here too. Young up under center, drops back, rolls to his right. He's given lots and lots of time and fires one on the far side, the huddle. And Young goes from up under center. Takes the snap, fires a short pass out to Tureen. Tureen makes a cut. He's out to the 35. Tureen rolled down at the 30. Thunderhawks, you can see more out on MenomintyThunderhawks.com. Click on sponsors. The link to our broadcast, if you can't be by the radio too, is on there as well. You can also listen to it on WMEQ.com. Low snap, having trouble handling it is Nick Nelson. He picks it up and gets one away. It bounces at the 42-yard line, and it takes a Thunderhawks bounce again before it is scooped up and run toward the other on the docket here. But there is a home game here at Williams Stadium every Saturday night in May, and it gets underway at 6 o'clock. And we hope that you'll come down and enjoy some great football. And Mack hands it to Kyler Wegner. Wegner comes from right to left. And the Thunderhawks lead the Screaming Eagles by a score of 12-7. Jason McCluskey is the quarterback. A T set with both of his running backs out to the side, and Wegner gets the call a lot. He was lined up on the left side this time, came to the right, brought the ball across mid-second. And then another league game, the 29th, against the Minnesota Sting from Roseville on the 29th. All those kick off at 6. First and 10 from the 49-yard line. Delayed. McCluskey finds a receiver out on the far side. That's James Singer. Cuts back inside and loops around a bit and heads downfield with Freedom Fest, which is titled sponsored by another one of the sponsors of the Thunderhawks, Wisconsin Credit Union. That'll be one of their home games on the 3rd. Rolling McCluskey from right to left and manages to find Bert Smith down on the near side at the first and 10 on the T-Hawks 26. McCluskey back in the shotgun. Actually a T-set with both of his running backs. He'll pump to the left, roll to the right, look, and he'll take it himself. He's heading toward the sidelines, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 21 to 22-yard line. Single wideouts in this set. James Singer is one of them over on the far side along with Bert Smith. Jason McCluskey in between his two backs and floating it out there for Singer. And McCluskey placed them inside the red zone at about the 17-yard line. It'll be first and 10 on the Hawks 17. McCluskey takes the snap, gives it to Wegner in that T-set. Wegner trying to go from right to left. Seconds to go in the first half. It's 12-7. Thunderhawks out in front. 2nd and 6. As Jason McCluskey In the shotgun with the backs at each side. Now he'll drop back and float a pass or send a pass very quickly out. Ball is knocked out. Ball gets loose. And it is, well, now let's see. You've got two different signals here. All right, it's going to be a touchback. Get a little background on the team, being that this is the first broadcast of some of their community involvement. And we'll hopefully have some first half stats we can share with you as well. 1st and 10 T-Hawks as Troy Young now back in at quarterback. From the shotgun, makes a screen pass out to the 19-yard line. Waiting for it was Brad Willits, AM 880. And we hope to also get that going on iFan as well. Young from the shotgun takes his time, looks, fires over the middle, and threads the needle, finding number 19, leading 12-7. We're at 8:22 to go in the second quarter. Troy Young from the shotgun, Brad Willits right off to his side of the left, pairs on each end. Young takes the snap, rolls to his left, keeps it, makes a late pitch to Willits. Willits down the near sidelines, and this time the Thunderhawks have trips right off to the far side. Young takes the snap, looks over that way, has lots of time, floats it at midfield, and what a catch! Falling backwards was James Wahlberg. 40 to go in the second. Troy Young for the Menominee Thunderhawks from the shotgun. Grabs the snap one-handed. They come after him hard. He rolls to his right, pumps, and lets it fly upfield. Up and is and did he get it? Yes! That's Kylie Zalewski. Touchdown! Kylie Zalewski, a 46-yard. So the point after attempt by Nick Nelson, kicking it toward the north. Ball is set, and that one goes through for it's Menominee Thunderhawks 19. The Lakes area Screaming Eagles 7. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to down at Northern Williams Stadium. The Menominee Thunderhawks lead the Lakes area Screaming Eagles by a score of 19-7. And Young with a good end-over-end kick will be taken at the 21-yard line. And trying to bring it upfield and trying to make some moves is Stephen Stone. Chiropractic and Stout Ale House, major sponsors of Menominee Thunderhawks football in tonight's broadcast. Eagles from a T set, actually McCluskey in the shotgun with both of his wide receivers right next to him. He hands it to Kyler Wegner, and Wegner is just piled on.
Wagner on the carry.
Sponsors of tonight's broadcast and the Menominee Thunderhawks. 2nd down and 10. Eagles with the ball in the 44-yard line. High snap. McCluskey loses it. He has to fall on it. And that is going to be a big loss for the Eagles. Back to the 36-yard. Little background on the team and things that they do and what their plans are for the upcoming season. Very early in the season, second game, and the home opener. Again, a high snap. McCluskey manages to pull that one in, and he lets it fly. McCluskey has a cannon on him, and a big pickoff. It's picked off by Mike Sorensen. Sorensen up the sidelines to the 30 or 45, and Mike Sorensen gets the ball back to the 49-yard line. Flipping around the dial, listening in tonight, you have an opportunity to see these guys all throughout May. Every Saturday night in May, there's the Thunderhawks are at home with a 6 o'clock game. Young up under center for, check that. That is Jacobson, and Jacobson pitches the ball back, and nice forward progress in Stadium. Wide out Ryan Block for Menominee, up under center Jacobson. Jacobson hands the ball to the up back in the eye. And on that play, that was Muldoon's Menswear and Wisconsin Credit Union sponsoring the Thunderhawks as well as tonight's broadcast. I set, 3rd down, 1 wide out. Jacobson, 3-step drop, fires it over the middle. Little miscommunication there. Students after lunch. And they'll be at Downsville Elementary this coming Friday in the morning. Jacobson from the shotgun on 4th down. Has some protection, dives forward down to the 42-yard line, and 6 o'clock is kickoff time here at Williams Stadium. Jason McCluskey, who is the president of their team, is also the quarterback. Gets a good snap, fires it quickly out on the flat to Bert Smith, and Bert Smith, WMEQ, AM Menominee, Jay Fall with you from Don and Nona Williams Stadium. The Menominee Thunderhawks lead the Northern Lakes Screaming Eagles 19-7. Pass up the middle, McCluskey finds Terrell Flanagan. Flanagan up the middle, then brings it to the near side and runs it down in. Screaming Eagles break the huddle. McCluskey, a high snap, bobbles it once, brings it in, fires it, but that one went off the turf. He bounced it in front of James Eagles by a score of 19-7. McCluskey drops back in the shot. McCluskey from the shotgun being chased around in the backfield and finally brought down out of bounds. Right in midfield. McCluskey. And the Eagles break the huddle. McCluskey in the shotgun, Flanagan next to him. Actually, that's not Flanagan. McCluskey runs up the center. McCluskey is tripped up. A great shoestring tackle again on the play between the end of the bowl season and the NFL season and the start of high school and college football. 4th and 13 as McCluskey, again from the shotgun, he's back in midfield, looks to his left and almost ran out of time again. And did he find his receiver? He did. It was caught, but at the 35-yard line. It was a great play, but it was well short of where 35-yard line. Troy Young back in at quarterback now. He's got a pair of wideouts on each side and one lone running back off to his left. Young did not see number 90 come. He got out of his grasp. Unbelievable. Young still running. Button hooks to the 30. Heads toward the sidelines. Bumped out of bounds at the 4. Nice gain. It burned a bit of time. 1:23 to go in the second. But nonetheless kept this drive alive for the T-Hawks. Young now with the same set. A pair of wideouts on each side. Takes the snap. Has more time, fires, and that one bounced off the feet of Zach Sullinger. Put your question in there, and Ray and I will get the answer to you, and we'd like to do that and keep you up on the team throughout the season. Young takes the snap on 3rd and less than 1. Carries across the 45, still running into Screaming Eagles territory down to the 47. That's a thunder between them and their visiting team here. 1st and 10, Thunderhawks on the 47. Young back in the shotgun, fakes a handoff, looks to the near side, fires, and it is caught by Wahlberg. Wahlberg at the 40, takes off upfield and a flag. T-Hawks as Troy Young back in the shotgun, 27-yard line. Young takes the snap. Has time, floats it to the near side, looking again, off the fingertips of Dave Saul. I think would have. T-Hawks leading 19-7. Block wide right, Zalewski wide left. Actually, 3 on one side, 2 on the other. Young in the backfield all by himself. Young with Casey pursuing him, gets the ball to Brad Willits. Willits jump. Like to add one more to that and a whole bunch in the second. Pair of wideouts each side. Young flips the ball into the backfield and the option pass Big sponsors of the Thunderhawks and tonight's broadcast. Troy Young with 3 receivers wide left and 2 on the right. From the shotgun. Rolling right. Directing things. Fires. And it is caught. Caught at the 4. First and goal. At the 4. Young sets himself up under center. And one of the defenders moves in and moves back. And in the grass, throws a pass, and it's touchdown Thunderhawks! And Young in the grass found Brad Willits. The point after attempt will be made by Nick Nelson. Kicking to the north, a little bit of a cross breeze, puts it up, and that one goes through. Officials' hands up right away. 26 to
26. And the Screaming Eagle 7.
Here was a 41-0 victory for the Eagles up in Frazee, and then got a little better, but it was still a pretty wide margin for them, 46-6 in June last year. And the kick taken back to the 9-yard line, and looking for one big run back. Coming up with it is Bert Smith, and Smith tangled up at about the 30-yard line. So he brought it back to Health and Fitness. They bring you tonight's broadcast as well as they are major sponsors for the Thunderhawks. And Nick Nelson gets a nice kick. It is taken at the 15-yard line, and bringing it up the field for the Eagles is Bert Smith. Bert Smith twisting and turning, and then he actually got forward progress up to the 39-yard. Hawks are at home as well, and we hope that you'll join us. We hope to have highlights of scoring highlights of tonight's game, as well as a conversation with Coach Ray Roberts after the game as part of our post-game show. Jason McCluskey takes the snap, and from the shotgun finds the receiver. His receiver gets the ball out to about the first half. And I am looking to see whether he's back out there or where he's at. We'll give you an update on that. Again from the shotgun, and ball is snapped, and it's passed to Bert Smith. Bert Smith with the screen, a little bit of extra curriculum. They lead 26-7 at this point. Great May evening, good crowd on hand, and we hope that you can be a part of it in future weeks. Find out the details, MenomineyThunderhawks.com. Dropping straight back, McCluskey rolling to his left, looking for somewhere to throw it, and sees that he might have daylight. Drives forward, ball pops loose. Ball is loose on the 43-yard line of the Thunderhawks. And we need an official signal here as far as who has the ball. And actually, on that leap and strip, Jason McCluskey's helmet ended up on the field. And who has the ball?
Recovered by the Screaming Eagle.
Well, they're going to give it to the Screaming Eagles. Rally Communications sponsoring the Menominee Thunderhawks as well as tonight's broadcast. So McCluskey straps his helmet back on. He's back in the shotgun. One back off. Actually a lineman back off. Well, no, he's in the slot on the right side. Single wideouts. McCluskey will take it on the shotgun himself, drive forward. He's up to the 35-yard line, down to the 33. And terror. 6 o'clock kickoff, 5:45 at the pregame. Home games for the T-Hawks every Saturday night in May, and they'll all start at 6 o'clock. Activities going on. And McCluskey hands the ball off to Kyler Wegner. Wegner 6-7 lead as we are early in the third stanza. 10:55 to go in it. I set McCluskey up under center, single wideouts. McCluskey rolls to his left, looks, fires over the middle, and it is knocked down, incomplete. He was heading for Bert Smith in the center of the end zone. One of the players or would like to find out more about one of them, email your question. Actually submit it on MenomineyThunderhawks.com in the contact section. We'll look at those each week and feature them as we go along here. McCluskey again from the shotgun, goes forward, gets out of the grasp of one of the Thunderhawks, stopped by one of his own men, and then he is piled on by the T-Hawks at the 33. A loss of... So it's 4th down and 8 for the Screaming Eagles. Jason McCluskey will be back at the 36-yard line from the shotgun. 3-step drop, fire it long, and it is caught out at the 20-yard line, out to Bert Smith. 1st and 10, Eagles on the T-Hawks 20. Single wide out, slots to the left, rolling left, McCluskey firing for the corner of the end zone, and he got it. Touchdown, Eagles. To 13, we're at 9:40 to go in the 3rd. And to attempt the point after is Todd White, being held by McCluskey, and that one partially blocked.
White's extra point attempt is blocked.
And so the score remains Menominee Thunderhawks 26, the
26.
Lakes Area Screaming Eagles 13. Welcome back to Don and Williams Stadium. The second score by the Lakes Area Screaming Eagles makes the score 26-13. We're at 9:40 left in the 3rd. And the Eagles kickoff bounces around on the ground. It is scooped up at the 22-yard line, and bringing it up the field to our broadcast of home games. If you can't be near a radio, and doing it over the computer is easier, or you can go out to WMEQ.com and click on Listen Live as well. Troy Young in at quarterback. He's back in the shotgun at the 27-yard line for the Thunderhawks. Young takes the snap. Big rush, gets a pass off over the middle, finds Ben Eastvold. And Eastvold. Pair of wideouts far side, one on the near side. Young in the shotgun at the 32-yard line. Gives the ball to Brad Willits, and he makes a valiant... Trips left, or the near side this time. Willits off to White's left. Going in motion, Wahlberg. And a short pass comes out to Ryan Block. And the team's mascot introduced tonight. Not only is he firing up the crowd, he's also doing crowd control, trying to get a few guys off the fence there. And the punt goes back to the 34-yard line. It is taken by James Singer. Singer heads right toward the sidelines. He gets 6 o'clock is the kickoff time, and we'll have all of those games here on AM 880, 5:45 for the pregame show. In the shotgun is McCluskey. McCluskey, delayed, comes out of the pack, loops around the left side, gets the ball out to the 48, picks up 3. Play some football during lunch, and then reading to the kids after lunch. They were there yesterday, and they'll be back there again from 11 to 1 on the 21st of May. McCluskey with a T set gives the ball to Terrell Flanagan. Flanagan tries to go from left to right, and the Thunderhawks pick him up quick. Grand Forks, North Dakota. Well, one that calls Carnegie, Oklahoma home. And Todd White lists his hometown as somewhere in Iowa. McCluskey takes the snap, flag on the play. And the intended receiver, Lakes Area breaks the huddle. Jason McCluskey, the head coach, team president, is also the quarterback. He has trips on the near side and 2 on the left. Fires it right over the middle, and excellent defense once again over the middle. Kyler Wagner had that in his hand. Center of the field. Hawks come up to the line leading by 14. It's 26-13. Troy Young from the shotgun standing back at the 45-yard line. Wahlberg right next to him to his left. Young has time, fires over the middle, caught at the 24-yard line. A great pattern run by Double wideouts on each side. Young from the shotgun at the 29-yard line. Young looks, now comes back the other way, loops around. He is still looking to throw. Pumps once and is going to head upfield and is brought down at the 14-yard line over on the far side, and that he carried it up for a first down. Officials spot the ball. T-Hawks break the huddle. Saul out on the far side with Block, and Zalewski along with Wahlberg on the near side. Young from the shotgun, Willits off to his left. Young, three-step drop, looking to the far corner over there, and whoa, overthrew Ryan Block. AM 880, WMEQ, AM Menominee. 2nd and 10. Ball is on the 14-yard line. Young with a good snap. Again, looks to the right and fires over the middle and tripled up. There's a jump up for the ball, and it is going to be declared a touchback. Their season opener last week to the Chippewa Valley Predators, but bringing it back big time tonight, leading 26-13. Jason McCluskey in the shotgun as the Eagles started their own 20-yard line. McCluskey rolls to his right, being pursued by two, and it is picked off! Pass is intercepted by the Thunderhawks, Nick Johnson.
Pass intercepted.
Jacobson will go from the shotgun. Pair of wideouts on each side. Willits next to him. Jacobson fires off to the right, caught out at the 30-yard line, and that is Dave Saul, who's having a great night. 1st and 10. Down on the 27-yard line. Same set. Jacobson pursued quickly, and I think he probably needed just a second or two. Same set. Jacobson in the shotgun. Willits, the lone setback to his left. Pitch goes back to Willits. Willits cuts back up the middle, gets a little momentum from one of the Screaming Eagle defenders. Minnesota Northern Terror, Burlington Blue Devils on the 15th, the Central Minnesota Rhinos on the 22nd, and the Minnesota Sting on the 29th. All of those games will be broadcast here on AM 880, but better yet, come down and see it yourself. It's fun football. Jacobson takes the snap and takes it right up the middle himself. He's down to the 15-yard line and then leaps forward to the 13, and that Ryan Block and Ben Eastbold out on the far side. On the near side are James Wahlberg and Kyle Zalewski. Jacobson takes the snap, being pursued, ditches the pursuit, throws it, and manages to get the ball to Ryan Block, but he'll pick. Hawks come up to the line, this time single wideouts. Jacobson is up in the center with Baxton and I. Jacobson pitches to the deep back in that eye, who is still running. And now the ball gets loose down to the 3-yard line. And the fumble is recovered by the Screaming Eagles deep in their own territory. There's Big Sisters Night. Thunderhawks wanting to be involved in the community, and they have. And now the Screaming Eagles take a timeout. Welcome back to Williams Stadium. From the end zone, McCluskey gets it away. Picked up! Intercepted by the Thunderhawks! Into the end zone! Touchdown! T-Hawks! And that was in the last minute of the third quarter, puts the Thunderhawks up by 19. And Shane Perkins to come out to get the full contingent out there for the point after kick. Nelson with a rush going, sends it through, and at 42 seconds to go. Thunderhawks kick off. It's boomed down to the 15-yard line. Bringing it up the field for Lake Area Stephen Stone. And Stone is stopped at the
Yard line where
and Main Street Health and Fitness, major sponsors of Thunderhawks football. McCluskey with two backs on each, with a back on each side of him, takes the snap, fires to one out in the flat, and Terrell Flanagan cannot bring it in. It falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Semi-pro football here in Menominee. 2nd and 10. Ball is on the 40-yard line for the Screaming Eagles. Tee set with McCluskey in the shotgun, and now request out there. Ray Roberts will take a look through those, and we'll try to get your questions answered or talk with players that you'd like to hear from based on that. Go out to MenomineeThunderhawks.com. McCluskey lets it fly, and great defense as well as a good throw. That was intended here on the near side. 8 seconds to go in, or the Screaming Eagles have the ball, 3rd and 15. 8 seconds to go in the 3rd. And now, they put 10 more seconds on there. That's okay. Coach Roberts with the hand signals up top. 18 seconds to go in the 3rd. McCluskey from the shotgun rolls right and throws from right to left. He has got a gun on him, and it's picked off again by the Eagles, and there's a penalty flag on the play, but it is intercepted. The chains up to the spot of the foul, and that's at about the 20-yard line. Or it is right on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles. McCluskey takes the snap from the gun, fires off on the, off to the right side.
with a chicken head like that, maybe he's a chicken hawk.
Rock the Thunderhawk, introduced tonight, taking pictures with fans down below there. Eagles throw the pass out on the far side and pick up 1. Screaming Eagles break the huddle. McCluskey still in the shotgun. Sends his back Wegner in motion to form trips to the right. Sends it out to the far sidelines, and a great play by James Singer. And he scurried down the sidelines, got under that ball, and the pass was complete. 19. Thunderhawks of Menominee still lead. McCluskey back a bit, going to try for 2. And gets out of the grasp once, being chased down, and he is not able to throw it. So it falls, so the point after attempt, no good, and at 14.
Along with Zaluski.
Another onside kick. Went through one cast. Broken eye, and now the snap goes over the head of the quarterback and landing on it back at the... In at quarterback for the T-Hawks is Zach Jacobson. Jacobson from the shotgun, under some pressure, fires it over the middle, actually to the night's broadcast. Next week, T-Hawks will host the Minnesota Northern Terror. Kickoff time is 6 o'clock, and our pregame show gets underway at 5:45. As Zach Jacobson, with one back off to his right side and another in the slot, with 3rd down and 24 yards to go, Thunderhawks are on their own 39-yard line, but leading 33-19. Jacobson takes a snap, pumps once off to the left, fires, and it is nearly intercepted by the Screaming Eagles. Stepping in, MenomineeThunderhawks.com. Find the Listen Live link, or WMEQ.com and click on Listen Live. As a matter of fact, you may be out of signal range in about 10 minutes, so for the tail end of the game, You might want to log on to the internet to hear the tail end. And the kick is taken by James Singer. And Singer grabbed it at about the 31-yard line and got it up to the 36. And as we'll be broadcasting them, there'll be inflatables for the kids and great football and great company. So we hope that you'll join us for a Thunderhawks game. There's also a home game June 12th as well as July 3rd. Snap goes back to McCluskey, who's in the shotgun, and actually wanted to pass it over to Tyler Wegner. And we're going to have... And the Eagles now looking at second and about 22. McCluskey from the shotgun. And the ball knocked down. Getting his hands on it for the Thunderhawks was Charlie Reed. And if I would see Charlie Reed coming at me, I'd want to get rid of the broadcast. And there's only 2 seconds on the play clock. And the Screaming Eagles got it going this week. And again, don't forget, you can also get live streaming audio of the game. MenomineyThunderhawks.com. You'll find the link on the homepage there. Or go out to WMEQ.com. Either way, to get to the broadcast. McCluskey up under center on 3rd and 22. Drops back. A big rush, and he is sacked back at the 9-yard line, and that was courtesy of Curtis Stipola, who was... And actually, as I thought, they're going for it. Jason McCluskey back at the 4 from the shotgun. Will throw it long and hope for the best, and he threw it out of bounds. Out at the 40, you can show it 5:45.
At 2303 Schneider Avenue in Menominee. Main Street Health and Fitness, 310 Main Street, East in Menominee. Plain Sports Bar, 619.
And in at quarterback, Zach Jacobson once again. Going in motion is Ryan Block. And on the keeper, Jacobson goes up the middle. Thunderhawks sponsors Sacred Heart Hospital, Junction Eatery, Marketplace Foods, and Superior Design sponsoring tonight's broadcast, as well as the Thunderhawks. Jacobson from the shotgun floats it into the near corner of the end zone. Jump ball for it, and nobody got it. Incomplete. Going up one. Sponsors of tonight's broadcast, as well as the Thunderhawks. Come on down to Don and Nona Williams Stadium every Saturday night at 6, and the Thunderhawks will be here, and so will we. A low snap. Jacobson picks it up, fires it over the middle, and it is incomplete. And this will be a 30-yard field goal attempt by Nick Nelson. His holder is Kylie Zaleski, and the kick is up, and it is good.
Taking the score, Thunderhawks 36
And the Thunderhawks boom a kick out to the 19-yard line. Picking it up for the Screaming Eagles is Bert Smith. And Smith heads to the right side, now to the left, and he is tripled up on, gets away again, but he's running backwards. He's now back at the 22, then out to the 27-yard line, and ran a lot of yardage, but I don't know how much progress. 6 to 19.
About the 19-yard line.
And Jason McCluskey, the quarterback, still there. Hands the ball off to Josh Derby. Derby going from left to right. Gets the ball out. 36 to 19. Clock rolling. We have 10:15 left to go in the ball game. McCluskey with a T set. His backs on each side of him, and a pair on the right. McCluskey will drop back to throw. Heads to the right and will throw. And it is caught way down in Thunderhawks territory. And they didn't rule him down. He picks it up and heads down the sidelines. And finally, they will say that he was out of bounds down at the 11-yard line. But let's say 5 to go in the fourth. It is 36-19 Thunderhawks. McCluskey from the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 40. Drops straight back. Fires over the middle. It is caught by James Singer. Singer from left goes into the center, down to the 31-yard line. It'll be offsetting penalties, unsportsmanlike on both teams. 2nd and 1. McCluskey from the shotgun. Reels it in. Has under pressure now. Pumps and fires, and it is knocked down by the Thunderhawks. Stepping in front of it. We have Coach Ray Roberts come up with his commentary, and we will look ahead to next week and hopefully get some highlights together here. It's been kind of challenging to find them all. We've had lots of scoring, so we'll kind of do the best we can. McCluskey on the handoff, 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
36-19, the Menominee Thunderhawks lead the Lakes Area Screaming Eagles. And McCluskey back in the shotgun finds Bert Smith. Smith catches the ball at the 22. Button hooks inside, and 2
Second down 2.
for the Screaming Eagles. 7:43 to go in the 4th. McCluskey from the shotgun leaps to get the snap and manages to find Singer. Singer catches the ball, but the Thunderhawks right there to stop him at the 10. That's 10, and it's going to be 1st down, and actually it's slightly outside the 10. So they still conceivably could get a 1st down before they scored. McCluskey back in the shotgun, fires into the end zone, and they're going to say incomplete as it was caught. McCluskey, a player, part of the team. Go out to MenomineeThunderhawks.com, and in the contact section, put the information in there, and we'll try to get that on the future broadcast for you. Snap goes to McCluskey, and it's nearly picked off again by the T-Hawks. Stepping in front of that one. The weekend of May 15th, when the Screaming Eagles are at the Minnesota Sting in Roseville. Pair of wideouts on each end. McCluskey from the shotgun is going to run it himself. He fires toward the back of the end zone, and again, overthrew his intended receiver. This time it was. We'll talk with Ray Roberts about it after the game, so please stay tuned. Zach Jacobson standing back at the 5-yard line in the shotgun. He will hang on to it, keep it himself. He's up to the 15-yard line, brought down at the 16. And I think the T-Hawks now home games all season, and the Thunderhawks have a lot of them every Saturday night in May, June 12th, and also July 3rd when the Chippewa Valley Predators come back. And now league game, Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, May 29th. Jacobson from the gun, pitches it back, looking for an option pass, scurrying out of there very quickly for the T-Hawks is Brad Willits. Willits comes out to the 21-yard line and picks up a break the huddle. 2 wideouts on each side. Zach Jacobson back in the shotgun. Jacobson makes a pitch back to Willits. Willits picks it up after it bounces, loops around. He's back at the 5-yard line, and he is driven back. Jacobson back from the shotgun again. Pair of wideouts on each end. And a quick pass out on the flat goes to Ryan Block. And Block stopped where he caught. T-Hawks break the huddle. And Troy Young, now the signal caller again. He's standing back at the 15. Young hands the ball off to Willits. Willits off left tackle. Young from the shotgun, standing back at the 20. Willits off to his right. Takes a snap, drops straight back, fires to the right side, and it a leaping catch by the scoring. We'll get as many of the playbacks as we can get to here. And the snap goes to Young. Young, a great pass down the near sidelines once again to Dave Saul. Saul catches it at midfield. 2:33 to go in the fourth, 36-19. T-Hawks. Young from the shotgun. He's standing back at the 46-yard line. Is set, takes a long count, and will make the pitch back. Willits finds a big space on the right. Went up in Frazee, and then when they came here in June, it was 46-6. And the tables have been turned big time tonight. Work out here, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be generally happy with this league opener, and it'll kind of send the word to the rest of the league that Menominee is going to be a big part of this year. And Hawks have 15 seconds to get a snap off here as they're going to just use up time and end up 1-1 at the end of the night. Jacobson up under center, straight eye. Makes the pitch back. And coming around the right side on the carry is Brandon Kramer. Future broadcasts. Also, you can become a fan of the Thunderhawks out on Facebook. Just just type in Menominee Thunderhawks, you'll get there. And Jacobson throws a quick screen pass out to Zalewski, and Zalewski breaks out of the pack and into the end zone.
Nelson to try the extra point.
So Nelson with the point after attempt. And the kick is blocked. 18 seconds to go in the ball game, and the Thunderhawks lead 40 football league as they have dominated tonight's game and are sitting at a 42-19 lead in the waning seconds of tonight's ball games. There's 18 seconds left, and Nelson will put a good leg into it. It'll be taken at the 20-yard line, and bringing it up the field for the Screaming Eagles is Floyd DeGroat. And DeGroat, Predators, and they have a rematch with them here at Williams Stadium. That will be Saturday, July 3rd, as we head into Freedom Fest weekend. And actually, the snap is going to be taken, and the ball kneed down, and the game will be over officially in about 5 seconds. And the Menominee Thunderhawks will win their 2010 home opener. They just did. It is now 42-19. We'll be back with